Yeah, today I'm excited. I'm gonna detail 1995 Chevrolet. I'm gonna put a ceramic coating on it, and yeah, this vehicle is gonna be a fun one. So if you look at it, that's the one. So yeah, I'm actually excited to do this one. I'm gonna do obviously the decon, iron remover, clay, and just do a very deep clean, get it prep, and then we'll see where we're at with the polishing, if we're gonna do just a simple polish. But I did notice some swirls on the paint, so there you go. I'll keep you posted. Yeah, right here I'm gonna do foam, rinse, and then I'm gonna do foam again. On this vehicle I'm doing the foam, rinse, foam, where on the first foam I'm letting it dwell on the paint so I could break down the road grime and dirt, so I could rinse it off so I could safely do a contact wash without minimizing the possibility of creating new swirls or marring to the paint. Now I'm doing rinse before I foam again to knock off all that grime. Now do foam number 2 before I do a contact wash. There we go. Very nice. Just glide it. No pressure. Just glide it. I could go a long way because I hit the bottom. There you go. I'm gonna use these two. I foamed it again, so I'm going to clay it. I'm using the soap as lubrication. I'm not putting pressure. So we want to get all that embedded grime that the regular wash won't pick up. So you need this to pick up all that embedded stuff that is embedded in the paint, and that way it gives it a little bit more clarity and preps it for the polishing stage. That way when you polish, you're not picking up any contaminant and making more swirls. So right now this paint was I don't hear nothing, so that tells me that the paint was in good condition. So here's where, see, it makes a little noise, and then you just, see where it makes noise? You just stop. You kind of feel it too. So I'm gonna use iron buster. You spray the iron remover to so that way it breaks down all that that embedded brake dust, all that metals, just to remove all that embedded brake dust, all that stuff that you see? I know I got all this stuff. I'm using CR Spotless for the final rinse. That way I don't leave no water spots. If it evaporates, I'm alright with it. I didn't want to use like Amplify or any, since I'm gonna do ceramic coating, so I just want to dry it and just leave it. So yeah, it came out really good. Okay. Alright, so there you go. I'm just going to dry the rest of the vehicle and then show you another once I'm finished drying. Some micro marring little scratches here, so I'm going to try to target that. But it came out really nice. Squeaky clean. It feels smooth. The clay did good. Aluminum. Came out nice. They weren't too dirty, but we still got to give it a deep clean. So we're going to ceramic coat this baby. But it's a 1995 Chevy Silverado. Very beautiful truck. I like it. I'm having fun with this one. So there you go. This is just the wash right now. Right here I'm using the scan grip just to check to find any swirls or marring on the paint, just to see where the damage is, and trying to figure out what pad I'm going to use. So the scan grip tool is a good tool to find swirls and marring on the paint. So that's all I'm doing, inspecting the paint at this point, just checking it out. For being 1995, it got repainted at some point, but it was not in bad shape. It was actually good shape. On the polishing stage, I used the intermediate pad from Rupes, and I used the fine cut from Chevy. I always get good results from that. Did a one step, and then after the polishing, I did use Gtechniq for panel prep. I just forgot to push record on that part, but I'm getting better at this. But yeah, I always use a panel prep that goes with the ceramic coating. That's always recommended, but if you got other panel prep, that should work. But I always try to keep the panel prep the same of whatever coating I'm gonna apply. But yeah, it came out really nice here, and I always use plush towels
to wipe off the polishing residue. Came out nice.
We're gonna do this little section just to show you. So I'm gonna use the Gtechniq applicator. I usually use the auto fiber one, but just put it on the pad. And then just create a box. And then just I feel like there's more product, so I just keep going. So let's go down. I just want to make sure I get coverage everywhere, and then I'm gonna see how it flashes. Some of them do a little sweat. I think the Gtechniq does a little sweat. It's easy to apply. So I'm just showing you how see, that's when it's getting ready. So I use the pearl, and then I use the insurance wipe with the fluffy towel. This microfiber is just extra. I know and so it's easy to remove. If it's grabby, that means it's too soon. But usually, yeah, this one. It's grabby over there. But I did apply more than I usually do. It's easy to wipe off, actually. See, I went all the groove right here. The towel was feeling real slick. And so this one's just to show you. This one's just the insurance towel. Just to show you. That's what I gotta do right here. Alright, I'll show you the after. It came out really nice. Looking good. Now I'm gonna put the second layer, Gtechniq EXO, on top of the Crystal Serum. I'll prime the pad with the first one. This is a DIY pad, so I got my pearl. Always get new towels when you put new product. So I'm gonna go large because this one I'm gonna cross. The flash is pretty quick. You know, that's how you feel comfortable. This product, it still has product, so I'm gonna keep going. And then you go circles if you want. So I'll just keep going. And these products seem okay to. They flash pretty quick. Just showing you. So it's flashing already, so it's ready to wipe. Some of these are, oh yeah. So this one flashes a lot quicker than, so this one's a pearl. wipes off really easy. Gtechniq makes some good stuff. And it wipes very easy. Very easy. Okay. Something very slick. It's just the insurance towel. Usually I like to use the fluffier one, but this one will do. This one will do. You don't have to get super perfect. As long as the towel does the job. One for level and one for insurance wipe. And it came out nice. This truck is coming out nice. So the first layer I did this one with the first pass, and then the second one with this one. So this one's a two. You don't have to. You could just do one, but with the second layer, it just gives it, hydrophobic more. But all right, I'll keep you posted. So I'm gonna finish this truck. It's looking already. Did all this. It's looking really nice. It's really BioBomb minis, baby. I already put a tablet in there. 32 ounce per tablet. Into a steamer. So I'm just gonna just helps cleaning better. Disinfect the vent. So this one, I just go. Shampoo this. already drill brushed all the corners. So I'm just doing my extra passes. And it came out really nice. So there you go. Obviously, do a little mop. Came out really nice. I mean, granted that it wasn't too bad. There was some staining, but they came out real nicely. So always use look at how it came out. Came out beautiful. I mean, it's all worn out, but we did a clean inside. Yes. Come on nice. There you go. Yeah, this one. I just delivered the truck. This man had the full service pickup and delivery. Look at that shine. Woo!